It is the second test between the Springboks and Wales in Bloemfontein, with the home side having a 1-0 lead in the 3-match series. The Boks won last week's match at Loftus, and the Dragons will be hoping to end revenge and level the series. Joining us now is our reporter Yolulwe Qoshe, and has some local fans with him. Yolulwe, we heard earlier on from some of the world's fans. What are the South Africans saying ahead of this one?
Well, Kwena, good afternoon to you again, as well as to the viewers as well. This, of course, in fact, the local fans are starting to fill up the stadium even more than they were in the last hour, reminiscent of the last time the Springboks did take on our British opposition in England at the very beginning of this Jock Ninaba and Rusty Erasmus regime, all the way back in 2018. And I'm happy to say I'm joined on my left by a man who was part of that crowd 2 years ago, who has been speaking to me about what it was like. But I want him to share that experience with the supporters and the viewers, of course. How's this young man? Sir, we spoke a little bit about your experience here 2 years ago, when it was a filled-out stadium with South Africa taking on England. You know, what type of memories does this type of setup bring back for you from going back from that day?
Yes, especially after the COVID-19. Thinking back of 2018 was brilliant, the atmosphere. And you can see everybody's hungry in the central region for rugby. And you can see everybody smiles. The Springbok all over the central region is winning. And the Boks today is going to kill the guys. The atmosphere is killing everybody here. There's some here and there about the red jersey, but you just see green all over you, because the Boks today is going to win for us.
And I remember that game was at the very start of the new regime for the Springbok coaching. How far do you think the Springboks have come since then, when you look at where they are and the squad right now today?
Look, it's interesting that everything happens at the central region, because the last time we came out here, then we beat England. This time around, the coaching staff is taking a new direction with a total new team today. So as a central region, we're seeing something new with a new coaching staff getting at us. We're building for the World Cup. I think it's the right time now or never. We're moving with the setup. We're building for the World Cup. It's ours.
All right, thank you. And speaking about the central region, there's a man here who has adopted this part of the country. Bloemfontein is his home country. I mean, it's his home town. Sorry, he's from Kimberley, but comes to this particular stadium frequently, not only to support the Springboks, but the Cheetahs as well. Now, the Cheetahs are in international competition themselves, so now we're going to ask him, you know, what does that mean to you as a Cheetah supporter to finally have the Cheetahs in a stronger competition than just the Currie Cup, something that the Cheetahs fans and the locals here in Bloemfontein have been calling for quite some time now?
No, that's actually quite good for the Cheetahs to present us there in the European Cup. It's good for our guys to actually expose themselves to higher status, and to ensure that we can have a strong Boks next year in the World Cup. So it's great exposure for them as well. So I think it's quite good that we have the Cheetahs representing the country in the European Cup.
Now we know that in Kimberley, where you are from, there is a very, very proud rugby union in the Griquas. How did you end up supporting the Cheetahs in the neighboring territory, supposedly the rivals?
Now, since I've been watching rugby, Cheetahs I've always been supporting, and they have been always making me pride. Yes, so basically the Cheetahs for me, it's my home. I'm actually from a small town in the Free State, but just relocated to Kimberley. So that's why my support for the Cheetahs has been always instrumental.
All right, let's bring it back to the Springboks, what we're here for today. 14 changes in that starting 15, 19 changes in the overall 23. That has been dominating the build-up to this particular fixture. What do you make of those particular changes? Do you think it's a hindrance, or do you think it's time for those changes to actually happen? It's now or never type of situation, with the World Cup being next year?
It's always good for change. I believe that with this new changes, this is just in preparation. It will not have a negative effect, so it will just give the coach much time and much players to explore in terms of preparation for the 2023 World Cup. So, but I think it's a good thing, and the spirit is very high. As you can see, we are very excited. about these changes, and we say go Bokke, all the best. We know they're going to make it with this new changes as well. All the 14 changes that have been made to the site, we are very pleased for the new guys to actually show their talent as well.
All right. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, can I just have a big shout for the Springboks to cheer them on with this game not too far away from now? What's the message of support? Well, there you have it. The crowd here in Bloemfontein, very, very enthusiastic in their support for the Springboks. And, well, they're looking forward to it. You can hear that they want to be inside. They're tired of being outside. They want to bring that type of atmosphere into the stadium for the Springboks to actually hear them and push them to hopefully a series deciding win over their Welsh counterparts this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Yolulwe. We'll touch base with you a little bit later on.